Mike, you were just on a plane the other night, and
Yeah.
I wonder what you would do in this situation. So you're sitting on a plane,
Oh,
and
yeah.
you don't fly real well. From
I don't.
what
I fly horrible.
I know, and we love good plane issues, good plane drama. There was a new one today that came out, one of the newest airplane. I wouldn't quite call it a freak out. Now, I wonder how this would make you feel if you're just sitting there waiting for your flight to start. You're getting ready to take off, and then all of a
I'm
sudden,
on the plane. I've already boarded.
you're on the plane, you're sitting there, and then all of a sudden, you hear this.
But I was like, I haven't done this in a while. I've gotten to the next status, so.
Are you to be quiet?
But they're enjoying it. So while we're sitting here, can I please?
I'm not enjoying it. So
Oh my God, this video cut off the very beginning of it. It's so fucking annoying. So this is a gospel singer. At the beginning of this thing, she's singing a fucking gospel
I
song.
saw the video. Yeah.
It's so fucking annoying that it trimmed off the end of it. I don't know what happened to it when I downloaded it, but the very beginning of the whole fucking clip cut off. Anyway, yeah, it's this lady singing on a gospel music on an airplane. So what would you do if that happened, Mikey? Because I would be, annoyed as fuck, to be quite honest with you. I would be sitting there, because I'm not like a bad flyer. The only thing that I don't like about flying is when people do weird stuff on the planes. They do obnoxious stuff. They watch their videos on speakerphone, like they have a video turned on, they're not wearing headphones. That's the kind of stuff that gives me nightmares about flying. You actually get scared because you're in a little tube and you're freaked out because you can't get out of it, and it's a bad spot for you. So what are you afraid of, like crashing too, like the heights of it too and all that stuff, or?
No, it's mostly just not being in control.
Okay, okay. So would you feel out of control if some crazy gospel singer just started singing hymnals in the back of the plane? Because
I don't mind. I don't mind church music. Praise Jesus. I'll listen.
oh, that would make me so uncomfortable. I would just be like, get this. I wouldn't say it, but I would be like, get this bitch off the fucking plane. If she thinks she's gonna sing,
as long as she's not hindering us taking off, which it looks like she's getting in the way, and she won't sit there buckled up, and she's being. I saw the video of how it started.
You did.
Like, walk up and down the aisle, and the guy's like, "You need to sit down," and she's like, "This seatbelt sign is all kinds of shit."
Yeah. So
And then she sat down and had to brag about being nominated, blah 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 blah, and then I didn't hear any of the singing or see any of the singing, but I'd imagine if I was on the plane, I don't know.
now I'm
what I'd
wondering
do.
if she starts singing here again, because I know I watched this video and I swear I saw her start singing again. So maybe I'm losing my mind. But here it is. Here's the interaction. Then when the flight attendant comes over, and big ups to this fucking guy. It was pretty good what this guy did.
But I was like, I haven't done this in a while. I've gotten to the next status, so.
are you to be quiet?
But they're enjoying it. So while we're sitting here, can I please?
I'm not enjoying it. So I'm asking you, can you be quiet?
Okay, well,
That's a
I'll
yes,
find that
that's
up.
a yes or no answer, please.
Am I gonna go to jail if I don't?
Can you please answer my question? Are you willing and able to be quiet right now?
I'm doing what the Lord is telling me to do.
I'm asking you a question, yes or no.
my
I'm
God.
your flight leader. I need you to follow my instruction.
Okay.
My instruction for you to answer my question. Are you able to be quiet?
What do
right
you
now?
guys think?
I'm asking you, ma'am.
I'm asking you guys. What do you guys
Okay.
think?
If you're not able to follow my instruction, you will not be taking this flight.
Okay.
Are
So
you
that's
able
all
to
I'm
be
asking.
quiet?
If that's the case, then that's fine. If you were the
So that's
person in
yes.
charge of it all.
I'm your flight leader, yes.
If you're the person in charge
Okay.
of it all, then that's
Okay.
fine.
All right. Thank you.
So I'm singing all alone for y'all in the back. If that's okay. All right. So the song is called We Can't Forget 'Em.
Oh, so she does start singing again after that. That's what I saw. The video I originally saw, it got played out of order or whatever.
Never had an issue, but it's Father, thank you for each day of
Oh my
life.
fucking God.
I realize
Nope.
You got to go. You got.
I don't need anything, I need you.
The Lord is telling you to make a fool out of yourself in front of a bunch of people just trying to get somewhere. What a fucking idiot. I'm sorry. What an asswipe. God love her for being all gaudy or whatever, but dude, what the fuck? It's just so selfish and look at me. I get it. That's what performers want, is people to look at them, but fucking A, man. It's on an airplane. Go do it on a stage or something. Nobody cares who you are on your damn airplane, you idiot. If they didn't recognize you, they didn't recognize you. Your singing isn't going to help. How many people listen to damn hymnals or gospel anyway? But there's an Asian lady and a white guy. They're not listening to gospel. So yeah, I'm glad that you didn't have to experience anything like that on your flight, Mikey. Who knows where she was flying to? I think she was. They did end up flying. I think they didn't get kicked off. She ended up flying. Her name is Bobby Storm, by the way. Now I don't know where they were flying to. Perhaps they were flying to England. I'm not sure if you saw what happened in England today, Mikey. That the Matt Petgrave, the hockey player who kicked and killed Adam Johnson, has been arrested on manslaughter charges.
Saw that. Yeah, I saw that on suspicion of manslaughter charges.
Yes. So well, here's the video actually, because we talked about this video, and I wonder, Mikey, because we played this video, and then somebody sent me the actual, because we have the edited video of it, because it's pretty graphic. And somebody had sent us the actual one, and like I said, it is very graphic. Here's what happened. Here's the incident with Matt Petgrave and Adam Johnson. It happened, a few weeks back in England. Here is the video. So there it is. Real quick, you can see he collides with another player, and in doing so,
roundhouse kicks him.
Yep, lifts his leg up and kicks the other dude right in the throat, which subsequently slit his throat open, and he ended up bleeding to death there on the ice. And so they have now charged this Petgrave guy with manslaughter for doing that, the guy in the red. And I got to be honest with you, how are they supposed to prove that he intentionally did that, especially when he's colliding with another person? I do not think that they're going to have a chance in proving that he did this intentionally. I think this guy will get off for this for sure, even with the video.
I'd hope so.
The only thing that might sway
criminally negligent homicide, maybe, but not manslaughter.
Oh, really? So what is the difference? What's criminally negligent homicide? You killed somebody, but it was an accident. You didn't do it on purpose. Yeah,
didn't mean to kill him, but you still killed somebody.
Like you hit somebody with your car in the middle of the night because you couldn't see him or something, but you weren't drunk or something.
Yeah.
It's not just an accident. Right. You get hit with criminally negligent, whatever.
Criminally negligent homicide.
Criminally negligent homicide. That's a mouthful right there. I don't know how they're going to prove that he intentionally did it. But the only thing I think that might sway a jury is they play that video and it's so graphic. The amount of blood that came spewing out of that guy's throat.
Yeah, I never seen it.
Oh yeah, that's right. You didn't want to watch it. It was too graphic for you.
No, I'll watch beheading videos. I'll watch all kinds of shit, but I won't watch that.
It's pretty close to a beheading video.
I'm sure it is. I don't know why. There's a mental block in my head where I'm like, I just don't want to see this man bleed out on the ice. I think it's probably because his dad was there.
That's why you don't want to watch it? Because he...
Yeah, I can't imagine what that would be like.
Well, he wasn't there in person. They watched it live as it was happening.
Okay. I thought you said his dad was there and watched him die on the ice.
No, I think they both watched it happen on TV, is what I was saying. They were actually watching it live. Unless maybe I misread that. Maybe that's what that meant. That was his dad there? Johnson, father... No, he was watching it on a live stream from Minnesota. That's what it was. Okay. So yeah, maybe when I said watched it live, that maybe I misspoke or miscommunicated.
Well, that changes everything. Hang on, let me hop on the Discord.
now you're like, all right, it's not so bad. Now I can watch this video. All right, well let's watch Mikey's. Let's have Mikey find that. We'll get Mikey's.
I'm really no.
Oh, I said we'll get your reaction to it. No, that would have been good because my reaction was pretty. I was kind of shaken by that video a little bit. I was surprised. Brap said you said his dad was there. I think when I said I think I said he watched it live. So I think you might have misunderstood me when I said he watched it live, like he was there watching it live. No, he was watching it live with his aunt. So maybe that when I say maybe I said he witnessed it, not in person though. He witnessed it on the live stream, so he actually saw it. That was, I guess, was trying to convey that he didn't see like a clip. I guess I should have said live stream. Well, that would have made more sense, but whatever. There you go. CB said, good you on my guy for finding a new shirt to wear. What does that mean?
She harasses you a lot for wearing the gray polo sweatshirt.
Oh. I've worn that like 3 times. And Like, because I
Yeah,
work,
dude.
like...
It's another dumb show.
Okay, we're breathing. Hello. Welcome to another Dumb Show. I'm another Dumb Show host. Thank you for joining me on issue number, what are we on, 136 here tonight? Thank you guys for streaming on my tube with me. You guys know how much I love having you stream on my tube. It feels so good. It feels so right having you guys streaming on my tube. So thank you. Appreciate it. 844-HEY-DUMB, 844-448. That is the number to call if you'd like to call into the show. If you got something you want to talk about, got a problem, you want some advice from your old pal Dumb. According to Falcor, I'm a gaslighting pro. Shout out to Falcor in the chat. I'm not sure what that meant in there. I don't think I gaslight people. I would love an example of my gaslighting, please. Please confirm. Anyway, I'm just joking around. But I would love to know what you meant by that. You can always follow. Speaking of the chat, shout out to Brap. He was first in chat as always. Good for him. He's the man. You can always follow the show at Another Dumb Show on Instagram and Twitter, all that good stuff. That's a good way to follow the show. Real quick, I got a phone call already. Here he is, one of our most frequent callers, F1 Frank. How are you feeling this evening, my dude?
I'm feeling good, Dom. How's it going?
Good. It sounds like you're feeling real good, bro.
Yeah, the whole time change. This should be an hour later. Yeah.
So do you start drinking an hour earlier then because of that? Or how does that work? It just throws you off?
Yeah, technically because of the time change, but
it's so dark or whatever,
yeah, it's an hour earlier, you know?
Okay. Well, I mean, technically it's just an hour
wonder-
earlier. Your day just shifts as far as the light and stuff. I mean, the clock just changes. Did your drinking start an hour earlier then? Is that what your body?
And I
your
wake
body
up
clock?
an hour earlier. Yeah, my body. This year really hit me hard, man. I think I'm getting old.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
It never really bothered me. It never really bothered me before, but this year, man, it really hit me kind of hard. So.
Well, I think it's this week in particular is supposed to be the worst week of the year for people who have seasonal depression. This week, I guess it really kicks into overdrive.
I'm not depressed.
No. You love drinking as much as you drink. Yeah, no, nobody's. You're just not. While you're wallowing in the bottom of a bottle of Four Loko or cans of Four Loko, but no depression there. Nothing. Everything's all kosher there.
Yeah.
I'm busting your chops, dude.
Yeah.
I'm happy. At least you do it at home and you stay out of trouble and all that good stuff. Any updates on the ladies?
No, I got no ladies except my girl dog that's laying next to me in bed. I'm not really boning her, so that sucks.
Hope not. All right, Frank.
Me too. But
all right,
dude.
dude.
I got two things for you, man.
Oh, perfect. Go ahead.
The Browns are screwed.
Yes.
We can agree on that, right?
Yes, the glenoid fracture to one Deshaun Watson, our franchise quarterback. He's now officially out for the season with a broken shoulder. Fucking sucks, man. I'm totally bummed about it. I was so disappointed when I found. What a shitty day. Let's be honest, guys. What a shitty day. If you live in this town, it
At
fucking
what
sucks,
time
man.
did you wake up and hear that news?
Oh, I don't know. I had long since been awake, and then I heard them whenever it broke. I heard it like right in the moment that it broke. I don't know if I was watching Good Morning Football or whatever, but yeah, I heard Ian Rappaport come on and give us the news. So yeah, out for the
Ian
season.
Rappaport.
Yeah, that's the dude, one of the dudes on the NFL Network who is like their NFL insider, one of those guys. So he's
Yeah,
like
I know that dude.
cool. Yeah. So yeah, disappointed about it.
Let me
Sucks for
then
the
ask
shitty.
you one other question.
Yeah.
You know how when it really storms in like August or June or July, and you hear a bunch of thunder and lightning?
Of course.
How come it never thunders and lightnings in like December or January when it's snowing like crazy?
It's above my pay grade, man. I am not a meteorologist. The weather is. I'll be honest with you. There's one thing I hate talking about, probably more than anything. It's the weather. I just genuinely don't like.
Oh,
yeah, I know.
damn.
It's the most boring small talk in the world to me when people want to talk about the weather. I don't know if you've ever noticed it. I usually don't do it much unless it's some sort of really big event, like the power might go out because it's raining so hard. That'd be about the only time you ever hear me talk about the weather, or if it's 11 degrees below zero or something, absurd like that. Which could happen here. I heard we're gonna have
me too.
We're supposed to have a
chit chat, right?
harsh winter here, is what I hear. See how exciting weather talk is. So
I heard it's supposed to be a mild winter. I just wondered how come we'd never have lightning and thunder and
probably something to do with
during a snowstorm.
Clouds. Oh wait, I'm looking down in the corner. Mikey's here. I thought Mikey wasn't here tonight. Mikey, what's up? Do you know the answer to this question, dude?
Yeah, there's thunder and lightning in the wintertime.
Mikey.
I guess there is, but you just don't. Not frequently. I mean, every once.
I know that there's thunder and lightning in the winter everywhere. Like just because we have it here in Rochester from time to time, and we have the same weather as Cleveland. It's all lake effect snow and stuff, but we definitely last year during that Christmas storm that we had, where Buffalo got 90 inches and we got about 2.5 feet. I was driving through snow, lightning, and thunder, and it was the most wild thing I've ever experienced in my entire life. I've only seen it and heard it one time, but I tell you that it happens, Frank. It happens. I promise.
All right. Well, I'll take your word for it. I feel like I've heard thunder in winter, but I don't ever remember seeing, and it's usually when we're in a weird, like slush rain mix where it's not as cold. That's when we'll get something like that. It's almost like a thunderstorm / slush mix of snow. I don't know. Who fucking cares? Weather shit. I don't know. I did see a video
today. Here's the thing, Dom. I'm gonna come up with a random off the wall question for you from now on.
I will take your random off the wall.
Why don't we have thunder?
I will take your random off the wall question anytime you want to send it. Bring it in, my man. Well, thank you. I appreciate it, Frank.
Have a good night, Dom. You too, Mikey, man.
Thank you.
I'll take it easy.
Guys later.
Later, Frank. Four Loco working its magic there tonight. What's up, dude?
I don't miss drinking, dude. Oh my god, I don't miss it.
The things your brain
I
comes
really,
up with.
really don't. I mean, yeah, I just don't.
By the way, to the person who was on hold, I apologize. I was literally going to grab your call right after Frank, but we got bogged down in the weather, which I did see a video. Speaking of thunder and lightning, I saw a video today of a woman who got hit by lightning and was killed. So I didn't want to play it because she actually got, she died. But if you haven't seen that video, it's pretty intense. I mean, this thing hits her. She's just standing. It's from way off in the distance. You see this woman standing on a shoreline. It looks like to be a shoreline. And out of nowhere, because it doesn't even look that dark really. Then just all of a sudden, and this woman drops. She's standing and just goes, boom. I mean, instantly.
Oh, struck by lightning?
Yeah, struck by lightning. Oh, I didn't say that. Instantly. I mean, you watch her just drop straight over her feet. Like her head just goes sunk. She goes straight down, straight forward. Maybe it was backwards, actually, now that I don't know, because it was so far away, it's hard to tell, but she joined. Sadly, I'm laughing about it, but I mean, the way she fell was unique because it wasn't like a slump straight down. She was like
No, stiff as a board, like she got tased.
stiff as a board and then dropped straight down. So, yeah, I think it was in Colombia or something like that, but it's a pretty intense video. And like I said, she died, so I didn't want to play it. Well, it's good to see you, dude. I wasn't expecting you. I thought you were going to be driving this evening, so I didn't. Did you end up getting
Bruh.
back early?
Dude,
Obviously.
I left my house this morning at 4:45,
Wait, Vay, that's a long day then.
and I punched out at 5:45. I literally just just took a chicken breast out of my container and just ate a chicken breast for dinner. That's all I'm having now. I'm going on the diet. I'm done.
Oh wow, really? What was the wake up
Yeah,
call?
dude, the snoring is out of control.
I mean, that's the more weight you gain, the worse mine gets for sure.
Which really sucks because I'm going to lose this weight, and I just bought all this extra large shit in Minnesota, and none of it's going to fit until next year when I balloon up to 240 again.
Well, that's all right. I'll give you an excuse to, you can layer it. Wear a hoodie underneath it or something and put it over top of it or something. Oh wait, that's what you bought were hoodies. Shit, you're gonna be screwed.
Yeah, I'm screwed. It's all right. At least it looks dope.
Well, I decided to cook today. Speaking of dinner, I made tortilla soup. Which
Ooh,
it turned out
banging.
came out fucking awesome. I'm very, very proud of myself. Got myself one in each color of all the bell peppers. Got yellow, orange, red, and a green one. A good onion.
Yeah.
Sauteed all that shit up. Threw a little garlic in. Let that cook for a little bit. Threw in a can of tomato paste. Some diced onions with chilies. Oh, I threw a jalapeno in there too, by the way. I forgot about that.
Oh, there you go.
And then some corn, some black beans. I got a rotisserie chicken that they make at like the local grocery store. I got one of those.
$9.99, Johns, dude. Those things are the best for chicken wing dip, chicken noodle soup.
So good for everything.
Chicken salad, dude. And they're so cheap.
Yep. I took that
Costco's got the best ones.
Well, we have the local like Giant Eagle here actually does a really good job too. So I actually really love theirs. So and I didn't know they sold them cold.
That's like your guys' one.
It's our chain.
Right?
Yeah,
it's
we
like
just
Giant Eagle.
Giant Eagle. Then we just got another big one here called Mueller, I think, or Meyer. It's called Meyer. We got another big one called Meyer.
Huh.
And then
you guys need a Wegmans, is what you need.
We do need Wegmans. We just got our first Kroger around here, which is I know a big chain. But yeah, no Wegmans. Yeah, no Wegmans yet. But I do remember going to Wegmans in Rochester. Those are some good stores. But Meijer is kind of like a Wegmans in that sense that it's got everything. I mean, you could buy they have clothes and they have
so it's like a Costco.
No, it's like a mini Walmart.
Okay.
If that makes sense, kind of. You know what I mean? Where they don't have as much merchandise, but they got weird stuff there. Like you can end up leaving with a folding tent chair kind of a deal. You know what I mean? That kind of stuff. It's a good little grocery store. But anyway, the chicken, I got that. I pulled the chicken. I threw that in with some chicken stock or broth. I don't remember which one I got. Threw in a couple bags of taco seasoning, some more cumin, some cayenne pepper, and what else I put in there? Salt and pepper, and then a little bit extra garlic powder, and then once that cooked, I threw in like 2 cups of cheddar cheese, stirred that in slow, and then a block of cream cheese to make it like creamy tortilla soup. So
and then you topped it with sliced American cheese.
Oh God, no! No! Don't ruin my delicious concoction that I made. So. B1 actually came over. She was the guinea pig earlier, and she tried it, and she said it was absolutely phenomenal. So,
and she's still alive?
She's still alive. Yes, I didn't poison her.
Good.
My plan didn't work. She must not have eaten enough of it, or I didn't put enough poison in. I'm not really sure what it was. So,
when you poison someone, you're supposed to do it slowly, anyways.
Okay, that's what it is. So next time she'll eat another bowl of it and all that kind of stuff. So perfect. All right. So yeah, it's nice to get back to cooking. I feel like I was getting yelled at for doing too much Uber eating. So yeah, I did do some cooking. CYX says Chef Dom. Yeah, I'm actually a pretty decent cook. Actually, I got to toot my own horn on that one. I'm a pretty decent cook. So,
It's just so much work.
It is, and all the cleaning that comes with it. That's really the big pain in the ass. Is all
Yeah,
the
bro. I
cleaning.
ain't about it.
It's a big pain in the ass, but it's when you do end up cooking it and it comes out well, you do feel like you've accomplished
Oh,
something. So that's a good
absolutely.
feeling, and you feel like you've created something, and then you can share it with people. So it was nice. It was nice actually enjoying. I enjoyed watching her eat it because I like cooking for other people too. So that was a good feeling. So she really enjoyed it. So speaking of cooking things, one thing I will not be cooking is the DiGiorno Thanksgiving Day pizza.
What happened?
Dude, my alarm went off 11:45. I stopped what I was doing. I cleared out my whole computer, sat here from 11:45 on. I'm just refreshing. I know it wasn't until 12, but just by some miracle that it
In case
happened.
they opened early. Yep.
I was ready to go. I mean, I must have refreshed 1,000 times. I mean, I'm just it hits immediately at 12. I refresh. Boom, there it is. Click on it. In my cart. Go to put in my credit card information. It pops
you
up.
gotta have that saved.
It is. I clicked it.
Okay.
It comes up. You got to put your 3-digit code in. 1, 2, 3. Click the button to buy it. Sold out. Gone. How could this be if it's already in my cart? How could this be? I added it to my cart. I owned that. It's like somebody came along and ripped it out of my cart. What kind of world are we living in?
Have you done that at a grocery store before, though, just to fuck with somebody?
No, I would die. I would
dude,
never in a million years.
Oh my God, dude. It's one of my favorite things to do.
What, just walk past and grab their quart of ice cream or something? Be like, oh, I was looking for that.
Yeah, dude, something that they need, like their cold cuts or something, and grab their loaf of bread so they get home and get yelled at. I do it all the time.
Oh my God. I thought you were doing it as a prank and then you give it back to them. No, you just
I just take it.
What? I hope you're not doing this to a dude who's like got 4 things in the cart. So yeah, like he literally is going to be totally fucked if he doesn't end up buying it or whatever.
I've definitely done it. If you leave your cart and you walk away, I'm taking something out of it.
Really? How many times have you done this? Like frequently?
Hundreds. I've taken toys out of carts at Walmart.
What do you do with them? Just walk away and put it on some random shelf or whatever?
Yep. Sometimes if you get lucky and there's 2 carts and people are not paying attention, you take one thing out of one person's cart and you put it in the next person's cart. So they get home and they're like, "Why the fuck did I buy this?"
I don't know. I thought you put it in the cart. Put it in the cart. Oh, that's while it's funny, that's pretty mean. It's actually a pretty mean prank. I thought if you were gonna give it back to them, like I thought you would just walk by, like I said, and like grab their ice cream and go, "Oh, there's the last one," and and then walk away, and they'd be like, "Hey, what the fuck?" And you'd be like, "I was just fucking with you." I thought that's what you meant you were doing because.
No, I sneak around like a ninja and wait till they're not looking and swipe something.
That's insane. Have you ever gotten caught?
Yep.
What did you do?
Just kidding.
And then just ran off with your tail between your legs?
Pretty much, yep. I've been caught like 5 times.
Why did you start doing this? Like, what did you see? Did your dad do this when you were a kid or something?
No, it's something that I started doing on Black Friday. I'd start shopping out of other people's carts because nobody pays attention on Black Friday.
Oh, so you would actually take advantage of it for yourself, and then you realize what a fun game this is to just ruin somebody's day.
Yep.
That's some fuckboy shit right there.
It's got to be fun, man. You got to have fun in life.
I hear you.
And it's innocent fun. It's not like I'm taking their prescription drugs or anything like that.
Yeah,
I'm just grabbing, like a loaf of bread or a half a pound of cheese or some ham. You know what I'm saying?
I
never go anything crazy.
Just their lunch for the next day. Nothing like that, Oh man, that is cold. All right, now Mikey, were you here earlier when we were talking about Deshaun? Did you hear?
Yeah, dude, it's absolutely heartbreaking, dude. And just to think that you guys had Josh Dobbs on your roster in the preseason.
I know. It's mind blowing. What a weird, ironic turn of events, right? I mean, who'd have thought that
Dude,
he
I was
re-
expecting it to be an ankle. Like, when did this shoulder? Is this why he was missing time because of the shoulder? He had this break in there, or
No, he
is
broke
there a
it in.
specific play this happened?
Yep, broke it in the second quarter. I don't know the actual play it happened on, but the Browns are claiming it happened in the second quarter, and he played through it.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, I got a whole new respect for that dude. Because what he broke actually here, I'll show you a picture of the bone he broke. It's called a glenoid, which is the bone. It's essentially your shoulder socket. Um, it's a pretty significant thing if that breaks. Mike, are you seeing this picture I'm showing?
Oh,
Of
it's
like
on the female side. Oh my god!
That's what I'm saying. It's not like a chip off of your humerus. It's the actual socket that connects to your shoulder blade and your whole shoulder unit. So that's where your
Oh, dude,
rotator
that
cuff
must have
is.
like it must have compressed like the bone on the outside must have
Push.
compressed so hard.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
That
surprised
one.
his collarbone didn't break too.
Well, maybe he got lucky, and that's the way he talked or rolled or whatever. Or who knows? But yeah, what a shitty way to. Now this is not looking good for the Browns and the future of the Browns. Let's be honest here, because he's 29 years old. He's blown his AC. He's had ACL repair twice. He's had back issues in the past. He did have a shoulder issue in Houston too. So who knows if this is related to that?
So I need to drink a glass of milk.
Well, I hate to say I was right, but I do believe I said when we signed him that he was not going to last. He was too fragile for the AFC North. I didn't think he was going to be able to last here. Which I don't, you don't want to gloat about being right with somebody being hurt, obviously. But and now I'm wondering too, because here's the crazy thing: they're not going to start PJ Walker.
Yeah, I know they're going with Dorian Thompson.
Yes. Dorian
That's
Thompson
wild to me.
Robinson, the guy who, while he had a great preseason in his rookie debut, where Deshaun was throwing pregame and was ready to start, and then his shoulder was like, no, I can't throw the ball anymore. A couple, I don't know, 6 weeks ago or something like that, he looked like complete garbage, and that's why we put PJ Walker in. But now, this tells me that the Browns think that this isn't going to heal, and we need to rebuild a franchise quarterback, and that they're going to try to build around.
No, you guys signed him for how many years fully guaranteed?
I don't remember, 5 or 6 or something. I can't even remember. But I don't think that they believe he'll be back in time next year, like ready and healed and all that stuff. I mean,
really, it's that serious of an injury?
I mean, how else does that heal? They're going to end up putting a new metal ball on the end of his shoulder, basically. How else do you fix that?
Well, no, I'd imagine they're not going to put a metal ball on it because the ball didn't break. It's the socket that broke, so they put a metal plate on the socket. That's usually how they do like a knee replacement or a hip replacement anyways.
Oh, they're going to... That's
a metal plate over it. Yeah,
they're going to cut the end of the socket off and rebuild a new socket, and then attach it onto the end of the bone, basically. So he's going to have like a Terminator socket.
The modern medicine marvels. He'll be ready to go by August.
He's going Aaron Rodgers doctor, same dude.
Yeah, they're going to shoot him full of stem cells. He's going to be Gucci.
Let's see, man. I'm concerned about it.
I've got hope for the Brownies. I've got hope.
Well, I'm not giving up on them. I'm not giving up on the team by any means. We got too good of a defense to give up on them. And if they can duplicate what the Vikings have done, I mean, the Vikings lost Cousins and Justin Jefferson, right? So they lost their 2 best players. The Browns lost Nick Chubb and Watson, so arguably their 2 best players, the franchise players, faces of the franchise. And the Vikings have been on a 7-game winning streak or whatever, or 5-game.
5 games.
5-game. I'm thinking of our fantasy league with Ken K's team on their 7-game win streak. But
what's it called, dude? But I read an article today that Minnesota has the best luck in the world when it comes to losing franchise quarterbacks for a season. Starting back when Teddy Bridgewater blew out his knee, we brought in Sam Bradford and started 8-0, and he broke a bunch of records. And then when we lost, who was he replacing? Case Keenum back in 2017.
You guys have gone through more quarterbacks than the Browns?
No, we haven't gone through more quarterbacks. I'm
Oh.
saying we've had more luck. Like we lost our franchise quarterback, Teddy Bridgewater, back when we signed Sam Bradford 2 weeks before the season started. We ended up starting 8-0. We brought in Case
Okay.
Keenum when our franchise quarterback went down on and he brought us to the NFC Championship game.
I
And
see
here
what
we
you're
are
saying.
losing Kirk Cousins, and now we
And
end
now
up with Josh
Dobbs is-
Dobbs. It's
That's
picking right up where we left off.
That's an interesting set of stats right there that some nerd was able to keep track of. That's pretty cool. You
Thanks.
did you come up with that on your own?
I always think I've watched every Vikings game since I was like 12.
No, I know that's just a pretty unique stat to keep track of.
Me and my buddy were talking about it today, and it came out of nowhere. He was like, "Yeah, dude, just like Keenum." And I was like, and then I started thinking about it, and I was like, "Man, we have had so much luck when we lose our franchise quarterback. It's never killed our season. Never.
That's
We
pretty
always
cra-
end up going deep in the playoffs.
We do the absolute opposite. We go, completely downhill and fail on every level possible. So,
Not gonna happen this time. You guys are gonna have the Vikings lucks because Stefanski's there.
yeah,
This
I'm
Dorian
hoping
Thompson
that.
kid's gonna play well.
All he's got to do is manage the game, man. Get us 15 points, 14, 15 points maybe, and that should get us through the whole season. I'm hoping at least. So good luck to the Brownies and good luck to Cleveland. Well, I blame myself because Brittany will tell you, usually when I watch the Browns game, they lose. Usually when I don't watch, they win. I just claimed how much I was on the Deshaun Watson bandwagon.
You just warmed up to the guy, and now he's gone.
Literally. The day after, I think it was the day or 2 days after I said how much I love the guy. It's a complete fail. So, oh well. All right. So I do have a quick comment here from something we talked about last night. I had mentioned the transgender pool player and the woman that she went up against, and the woman quit because she didn't want to compete against her in the championship. I said I didn't understand why she was quitting. Pool doesn't give you her gender doesn't give you a competitive advantage in pool is what I was trying to say. Mikey disagreed with me. He said it actually does give you quite a competitive advantage.
Because
from
men
the
drool,
strength of
girls
the-
drool.
that alone is the main reason, obviously. I'm rubber and you're glue, all that good stuff. But no, I got a comment from Jonathan. He was saying that I was completely missing the point when I said that it's not about the competitive advantage. You're completely missing the point. It's not about competitive advantage. It's about protected women's sports and the principle that you have to draw the line somewhere. If she doesn't take a stand, then it opens the door for there not to be a protected women's division in pool. Her stand isn't competitive advantage based. It's on principle and for the protected women's leagues and divisions. Okay.
Okay.
I guess that was, kind of more of my point was this had nothing to do with pool. Well, I guess it did. It has to do with the pool leagues. I don't know. It just, the whole thing seemed kind of staged for the sake of looking like some sort of activist. You know what I mean? Or, you know what I mean? So I guess, that was the point, and that's what Jonathan's saying there. So, this other person, Bain something, so it says, I think whenever anyone publicly stands up for themselves, especially marginalized people, they are automatically misunderstood. On a similar note, I'm not a fan of women's sports for numerous reasons, but mostly due to solicitation. What does that mean? Solicitation in women's sports? I don't know
Really,
what that
hookers?
means. That's what I'm very confused about. Bain says, I tolerate men's sports, but there are issues there too. Nothing like those of women, though. So I don't think I understand the solicitation comment. Maybe that was the wrong word. Bain, if you want to re-comment there when you watch it, let us, when you watch this episode, re-comment. Clear that
These
up
guys
for
are
us.
giving way too smart of answers.
I appreciate it, though. It's nice that they go back and they
Oh
comment
yeah,
on
no,
the
absolutely.
episodes.
Keep commenting, but dumb it down for a dummy like me. Put it in like 5th grade reading level.
I understood Jonathan's, and I understood the first part of what Bain was saying, but that second half kind of lost me. I'm not a fan of women's sports for numerous reasons, but mostly due to solicitation. Maybe like he feels like they're pushing it on you is what he means. Like
Of course, they're trying to force it down your throat.
I think that's what he means. Which I don't care. I actually don't give a shit. It will, in the end, the market will dictate whether those sports are going to be successful or not. That's all there is to it. People are going to go
It's
to the
all
games,
changing,
or they
dude.
aren't going to go to the games.
For 20 years, I bowled in a league that was called Sunday AM Men's League, and it was men only.
Oh shit! Yeah.
It just changed this past year. Now it's Sunday AM Bowling League.
Is that just because there weren't enough men anymore, and they needed to open up to women to make more money?
Yep.
Or
all the men were dying because they're
not
old
enough,
as shit.
not enough youth bowlers. All right. That makes
Well,
sense.
no, there's a ton of youth bowlers, but I bowl at a time when not young people like to do it. A Sunday morning at 9 a.m. is really not an ideal time for you. Well, you can drink now because the bars open at 10 in New York, but it used to be no drinking till noon, so it was just a bunch of hungover people.
Right on.
And all old guys that are escaping their wife for a few hours in the morning and skipping church.
What's your excuse? Just like bowling?
My dad bowled in the league when I was a kid. I've been going there every Sunday morning, every winter for 34 years. He's been bowling in that league.
That's pretty cool. That's good. How did he like the trip, by the way? I forgot to ask. Did he have a nice time?
Dude, he loved it. The guy hates traveling.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't like people that much. Doesn't like sightseeing or walking around or anything like that. But he was the complete polar opposite the entire time we were there. We were in our hotel room for maybe 5 minutes after that flight, and he was like, "I just looked up a dispensary. Do you want to go check it out?"
That's fun. Good for him. That's awesome. That's good stuff. Right on. Well, good for him for trying to make it a fun trip and including things that you care about too. And
he was looking for himself. What are you talking about?
Well, once you got
gummies,
he got his hand in the gummies, and they got into that Mall of America, and he was just like, "Oh, this is heaven! I got everything I could ever need right here."
I wish, dude. I tried to get him to eat gummies before we went to the mall to walk around and get all stoned. I tried to get him to hit the pen a bunch of times. He ain't ever hit a pen. I was gonna love watching him cough.
So
I've only smoked weed with him one time in my life, and the one time that I did, I happened to get the spins because I was drunk on a Columbus Day or whatever, and I got so sick.
I got to talk to Papa Struts because once it becomes legal here, he has no excuses now because that was what his excuse was. Why he always used to give me a hard time
breaking the
about
law.
it. He said it's illegal. That's the only reason I've never tried it or never done it. It's illegal. So now,
dude, I hope you get to share a J with Papa Struts.
That would be the coolest thing ever. I don't think he'll do it, but that would be so cool. That would be so cool. It's like that movie. I love that. I'm a nerd and love the movie The Family Stone, and I think the reason I love that movie, it's a really bad Christmas movie with
it's like a Hallmark type shit.
It's made for women, but I love it. It's something about that movie.
It's your guilty pleasure.
Like. I think it's because there's a scene where the son and the dad get high together. So I think that's for whatever reason.
You're just yearning for it. You're like,
yeah. Yeah, what a great Christmas. And they go to the high school and they're smoking in the football stadium stands and everything. So I'm like,
yeah.
How cool is that? That would be so awesome. But I don't think that would happen in a million years. But who knows? You never know. Well, maybe it'll come up on Thanksgiving because I think the family will probably get together on Thanksgiving and maybe I'll get everybody else to talk about it and then I'll somehow pepper it into him, see if he'll want to do it with me. I don't know. I doubt he will, but it'd be fun. I tell you what, somebody who does like smoking weed, Mikey, is Travis Kelce. And I know you're tired of Swelsey. And
no, I'm not. Nope. I've completely turned around. Travis Kelce's my favorite player in the NFL. I just traded for him today in my big money league. So now I got a keeper. Oh, yeah, baby.
Wow. Not giving up.
Trade deadline ended at noon today. The trade went through at 11:59:35.
What was what did you trade? Who for who?
So first trade I made, all I have left on my team pretty much is JJ, Justin Herbert, Brandon Ayuk, and Kareem Hunt. Everything else is trash. So I traded Ayuk away for a second round pick. I kept that. And then I traded my first round next year, my third round next year, and my second round in 2025, plus Dallas Goedert to get Travis Kelce. And now I can franchise tag him, and I got a tight end for the next 5 years. So I'm good.
All right. Well, let's hope he stays healthy. And I hope he doesn't have one of those things where you have, some of these celebrities or whatever, these players, they break up with their girls and everything.
Yeah, and then he goes into demon mode. No, it's going to go the opposite.
Oh, you think okay? So you think it? Well, well, maybe you're right. He is kind of old school, a little bit douchey. We've talked about that in the past, and now I'm wondering. There's a new story that's come out about some of his problematic tweets that he had in the past, Mikey,
Oh my God, I don't really. We're going back to tweets from.
from 2010.
Oh, what is it
So
about?
here we go. Now,
Calling all
I,
sluts?
I, no, actually, more. That wouldn't be bad. But this one, Taylor's all about body positivity and inclusiveness and all that kind of stuff. So there's questions whether or not he's gonna last with her. Here's one of the tweets that's in question. Ha 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 ha. Why can't girls hide they back fat? That shit's nasty. So that was 13 years ago, roughly, from July on our nation's Independence Day, July 4th. So he must have been out seeing some girls maybe at the beach or whatever, and they got
Some of them
back.
Hawaiian rolls falling over the bathing suit, bro. Absolutely horrible.
Apparently, that's what he saw. So here is the next. So I don't think Taylor's going to like that. I don't think Taylor has back fat, but what girl doesn't worry about having back
I can
fat?
get down
So
with it. That's my tight end. I like that.
there you go. Next one. I feel like if you want to be a cheerleader, you have to pass a beauty test. There's too many ugly cheerleaders out here. Shaking my head.
Yo, it is true. If you look at cheerleaders like as a collective, they all look like 10s, but if you individually pull them all apart, they're all like 6s and 7s.
I got to tell you, when I was in high school, our cheerleaders were not what would be defined as stereotypical cheerleaders, as far as the hot girls in class and all that. That was not the case. They tried very hard. Nice girls. They did a great job cheering us, our horrible football team, on. We were terrible. And I'm not exactly hot, so I don't know who am I to judge. But we didn't have the stereotypical hot, blonde.
Oh, dude,
you know.
all the cheerleaders at my high school were such whores.
Oh, we didn't really. I mean, there
All
weren't
of
a lot of
them.
whores. If there were whores in my school, I never found them because I never heard. I know there were. We had the butt sluts.
You
but
had a small class though, right? We talked about this before. Your school was a lot smaller than mine.
very, very small. Yeah, we had 125 people or something like that. 130 people in my graduating
Yeah.
class.
Quadruple that for
four-
my graduating class.
Yeah, we had like 425 or 450 in our whole high school. K.
Yeah, that was
or,
my
I'm sorry,
graduating class.
9 through 12. So, all right. So so cheerleaders. He wants better looking cheerleaders. That was from 2011, from Earth. And then he says, haha, I just caught myself judging every person that walked past me, whether they were ugly, fat, funny looking, sexy. Haha, I'm tripping. So,
What's wrong with that one?
um,
Every human judges every person that walks by them. Every human does.
That's a good point. He's actually just being self-aware about it. So I guess you're right, Mikey,
Yep.
on that one. So, yeah, okay. So not the worst one, I guess. This one, you'll love this one. As a man, you have something wrong with you if you're going for girls that weigh more than you.
All them skinny ass bird like white dudes that find them real fat chicks.
Well, now it makes sense because he went ahead and found himself one of the skinniest white girls on the planet. So definitely
You ain't
doesn't have to
kidding.
worry about having anything go wrong with her as far as I don't think she's going to gain weight anytime soon.
I like those tweets. They're real.
That is some old school, pre-woke tweeting right there. I'm surprised he didn't delete those.
By the way, the most exciting news getting away from woke culture and this body positivity is, I don't know if you read this today, but Victoria's Secret is bringing sexy back. They're getting rid of all of the oversized models, and they're finally bringing back the sexy models.
Are they officially? Because I saw this story about 3 weeks, maybe a month ago, and I did a little more digging on it. And from what I saw, that was not happening at the time.
No.
So maybe they've started doing it.
I mean, they talked about a revenue decrease, and they're not making money. So, of course, let's get rid of all of the one-armed, one-legged fat girls walking down the aisle, and let's get some, like Nev Campbell back. You know what I'm saying?
So let me
or whatever her name is.
Secret. Let me see if I can find the story. Because I had this story.
Sorry for saying fat, chat. I'm sorry.
You can call
I'm
fat,
insensitive.
say fat all you want. Victoria.
Yeah, I'm a fat guy. I'm actually clinically obese.
I must not have saved it, but no, I where the hell is this story? Because I know I saw it. Maybe I just deleted it because it wasn't. I was pissed off because I was excited that the sexy was coming back. Um, um, but who knows? Maybe I hope so because I loved that growing up. That was like my, every kid. My mom got the Victoria's Secret catalog. I get my hands on that. I start rifling through it, all that good stuff.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, we'll see if that ends up happening because I did see
I
that
hope
story
it
a while
does.
back. Yeah, here's the story. It was on Fox News. It was about a month ago. The headline was Victoria's Secret ditches prioritizing wokeness over sexiness after sales drop. Um, it's yeah.
And
So
Bud Light had to do it.
yeah, well, yeah, they went and they went and found the most manly thing they could find, half naked guys rolling around to prove how manly Bud Light is. I did find that kind of silly and ironic. It is, that everybody had the big thing about Dylan Mulvaney or whatever and Bud Light, and then I mean UFC, while it is dudes punching each other, it is dudes wrestling around half naked. It is kind of ironic and like, so I did get a laugh out of that. But no, I'm with you, dude. We'll see if so there was because this story, dude, I kept digging and digging and digging and trying to find them saying where, like, when they're gonna do this, who the new models are gonna be, all that stuff. There's nowhere.
And you got no details.
There's
Yeah,
nothing.
it's just a
This
little flash article. It's the same thing I saw today. Then I didn't look at the date on it,
it
but it has a
pops up.
picture. It has a picture with a bunch of sexy Victoria's Secret models on it.
Yeah, and then the ones that aren't so sexy as well. Kind of show the conflict or the contrast between the two.
Yeah, everyone loves walking past a Victoria's Secret and seeing those real heavy mannequins. That's really gets my blood boiling.
The mannequin with when you were a kid, well, you'd see mannequins with half an arm, so maybe that's the thing they were going
Oh,
for.
they had a jump start on it.
I have one of the worst. I always thought it would be so fun to go like shopping and get a girl lingerie at Victoria's Secret, and B1 and I had the absolute worst experience when that happened. Like we tried that one time, like we went on a trip and then we went to a Victoria's Secret and I was like, let's find a sexy outfit for you to wear. And it was the most like, it was horrible. I think we ended up I don't even remember what the problem was. She just couldn't find anything, I think necessarily that she thought she would be sexy in or whatever, or the stuff I was picking out she wasn't comfortable with or didn't think she'd be sexy. I don't know, but it was
A disaster.
a total disaster, a total fail of a trip. I thought it was going to be so hot and so sexy and so fun, and it was such a disappointment. So, yeah, who knows? I'd love to see that, Mikey, because, like I said, those angels and all that stuff, so hot. And who wants to? No offense to big girls and to girls with half an arm, but
No, not at all.
when you steal your mom's Victoria's Secret, that's not what you're looking for. You're looking for tens. Let's just be honest here.
Yeah, don't get the blood flowing. I mean, I'm not into starfish.
Maybe it does for some people, not for me. All right, Mikey, I got a story here, and I'm glad you're here tonight because I'm wondering because did you guys ever have weed medical in New York?
Yeah,
You did. So
we still have medical.
It started medical and then went recreational came along as well.
Yeah, medical's been here for like 7 years.
Okay. Well, I have this story here that says somebody actually posted in the Discord. It says 6 reasons some Ohioans may stick with medical marijuana, even if recreational is cheaper. Now, is this something you've seen happen in New York at all? Do you know anybody who's like, oh, I'm going to keep my medical card and use that versus...
I haven't talked to anybody that does that or anything like that. Most people I know that because you can only get certain type of flower here. You can't get regular buds. You can only get ground flower.
What?
Yeah, you can only get like shake
In the whole state?
for medical, yes.
Oh, for medical. Oh, I was really okay.
Yeah,
That's
for
weird.
medical, everything is like ground weed for like J's. It's not high percentage.
See, we could get up to like, see, I think the highest THC we would get up here, I think the highest I've ever bought or seen was 36
Yeah,
for
nowhere close.
just a flower. And then I saw some shake that was mixed with maybe with like, I don't know what it was mixed with, but it was up to like 42%. So maybe it was mixed with some resin or honey or whatever that shit is. Um, so yeah, one of the reasons they're saying here is that people may stick to medical because there's a low supply when recreational markets open. Did you guys have that problem when it
No.
first became recreational, or was there just an influx of it?
There is, Jesus Christ, dude. These places have
Not
so
now,
much weed.
when it first started.
Dude, as soon as they gave that okay, every vape shop literally flipped a light switch and was ready to go. I mean, it was within a week, dude. There had to be 100 that popped up, and I never once walked into a place and they were like, "Yeah, we're all out."
Now, do you ever worry that you're getting Delta 8 or something? Like, have you ever gotten like a batch from one of these corner stores or whatever, or dispensaries, I guess? And like, is it lab tested and shit like that, or?
I don't buy from any of the well, Jesus, I almost said something I shouldn't say. From corner stores.
Okay. Um, so, well, do they sell it though? Like what they
Yeah, they said
say?
like every little vape shop and everything like that. Everything's got a little label on it, but nothing has. You know, like when you get your medical thing and it completely gives you the sticker and the breakdown of everything on it, everything.
Yeah.
No way, we're not getting that at all.
On anything, on any of the, just at the corner stores or the dispensaries have that?
Some of the higher end dispensaries, like the one that I go to,
Yeah.
they list what kind of bud it is, indica sativa, percentage,
Okay.
and all their stuff is locally sourced too. So I stick to one dispensary. It's that one I won that basket from
Yeah.
because their flower menu changes like every 3 days. They've always got 15 to 20 different strains. Any edibles
way
I
it's-
want. Yeah, it's a beautifully run store.
What's the highest THC that you guys have in New York for your stuff usually?
I haven't seen anything at the place that I go higher than like 27 or 28.
Okay, right on. That's a problem. I needed to be. I like above 30 if I'm going to be spending that much on stuff. So,
Oh shit, I'm spending $50 an eighth on 27%, 23%.
they're saying right now that they might give, if the supply is in flux or low, they're going to give the better stuff to the medical patients instead of giving it to the recreational patients when it first starts out. Another reason they're saying people are staying on medical is to stay under the guidance and expertise of a physician. Sure, yeah, that makes because
Yeah, Dr. Ricky Williams will give you another joint.
right, exactly. Here is one good reason that makes sense. Children patients in the medical program cannot be included in adult use. So, like if it's a kid that's got seizures and takes that stuff or whatever.
Yeah, like Marinol or something like that.
Whatever it is, yeah, that'll help them. So that's one of the reasons why they can't do it. Another one is medical privacy protections because, like the medical one is HIPAA protected. So any databases, no database leaks or anything like that are going to happen. It's all protected unless you're on those protections don't come with the recreational weed. So if your name's on a recreational weed list, like your dispensary can sell it to a database of other people and, all that stuff. So you don't have that same protection. And they're saying that some patients that are using medical will still get discounts. But it sounds like you're getting some pretty cool discounts and winning some pretty cool shit at your dispo. So
I get smoking discounts every time I go in there.
Yeah. What do you mean? Like smoking literally when you walk in, or just really good discounts when you say smoking?
Yeah, like really good discounts.
Okay.
I spend so much money there that like every time I walk in, I get a couple pre-rolls for free.
That's
I get
cool.
like 3 or 4 gram and a half pre-rolls for free. They give me every time I go in there.
All
I'm on
right.
the occasional 20% off, the occasional free eighth.
Well,
Or, hey Mike, we just got a new strain in. Why don't you try this out and tell us what you think?
I hope for sure. I can't wait to just be able to go to one, like if there's one closer, because I got to drive almost 15 minutes to go downtown to one of them, or another 20 minutes to go to one where you got to stand out in the fucking rain for them to let you in. It'll just be so nice for it to be like a normal place.
I'm interested to see what it's going to be like at the official dispensaries because there's only 2 in my county
Mm-hmm.
and pretty much only 2 in surrounding counties that are going to be fully operational and fully legal. And I believe as soon as those 2 start operating in my town, like the one that I go to and some of the other ones I stop at are all about to get raided because it's going to take business from the official ones. And whoever's running the official stores is going to rat out all the little mom and pop shops
Of
because
course.
they want all the business. So if they end up closing up all the other dispensaries and then I'm just forced, like everyone that smokes weed is forced to go to just 2 dispensaries, that
Ugh.
the square footage is the size of my townhouse, I'm moving out of the state.
Well, you're gonna have to go
I ain't
back to
going
getting it
back.
off
I
the
ain't going.
streets.
Nope, I ain't buying street weed. Nope, I ain't messing with that fentanyl, bro. Not again.
Do you know anyone? I was gonna say, you know anyone that got like weed laced with fentanyl?
No. But I've watched enough guys that break up fet on a table and then break up weed on the same table right after it. So no, thank you.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, that's so that makes sense. Okay, I was wondering like why would they just dust it on the weed? That's fucking dumb. Why would they do that? I mean, that's not like get people hooked on their weed. Like weed.
Yeah, dude. Imagine if it's just a little bit, and it's dosed properly, and then as soon as you stop smoking that weed, or as soon as you stop doing it, you start feeling physical withdrawals.
You see, so you think that's something they're actually physically doing it for that reason?
I don't know. I really don't know. I think they're just lazy drug dealers that use the same table.
That's scary. I hope that's the case because what you're saying is scary. That's really scary.
Why wouldn't you want to get people hooked on fet? That's why they try to put it in coke, I'd imagine.
I don't know. That's because it kills people because it's so strong and it just it kills people. So to me, it's like why you want to kill your customers. So
Yeah, I don't think that's
they're
ever the point. Well, I mean,
people.
at the same time, if somebody overdoses on like a hot shot or something like that, there's ambulance chasers, people that are chasing after the ambulance trying to figure out what bag they just used because people chase after the bags
They
that
want to
people
go after
overdose
the
on.
stronger stuff. That's so sad.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awful. You got to get your shit together, bro. Fuck that stuff,
It's
man.
together.
All right, we'll keep it together because that shit's no joke. Fucking, it's not like
At this rate, I'm on like every 5-year stint. So next time I'll be like 43.
Okay, well, let's just keep it. Let's aim for not that. Let's aim for the never again one. So,
No,
all right,
dude, that was horrible, 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 horrible.
I can only imagine. Like I said, did it one time, hated every second of it. So,
Oh, dude, I said I never wanted to go through withdrawals again, and I just went through withdrawals.
well, try to remember that. I guess.
No, I will.
All right.
Writhing around and with restless legs, with my father sleeping in a bed next to me for 12 hours straight.
You get all itchy too, like they say. You're like you itch, doing all that and.
No,
all
you
that.
get itchy when you're high.
Oh, it's okay. So oh yeah, it was. Now I do remember that actually.
Yeah,
I thought
you
it was
noticed
part
I was
of the.
itching my nose nonstop.
Yeah, I did. I just thought. Well, I thought it was your allergies. To be honest with you, I was just tells you what a fucking idiot I am.
Took too much Benadryl.
Scrooge says there is no fentanyl lace weed, Mikey. I don't know. I had a dude on the street. I was at a dispo, Scrooge, and I was just sitting there, just this black dude just sitting across, older black guy. He goes, "You ain't getting any of that street weed, are you?" And I was like, "Huh?" And he goes, "Out there in the street, it's good you up in here get it from here because out there in the street they be putting the fentanyl on that. Them boys." That's what he kept saying. Them boys. And I was like, okay.
Dude, I don't know what Scrooge is talking about. I've literally watched guys that weigh out a bunch of dope on a table. There's a bunch of powder residue, and then they pour a bunch of weed on top of it and just start breaking it into ounce bags. So, I mean,
Yikes.
I don't see how the stuff from the table doesn't go into the weed.
Right on. All right. Chat, I feel like I've been ignoring you guys.
I know, we've had some good conversation going. We haven't talked to the chat at all.
Yeah, it's hard, and I haven't seen anybody who's like added at me, so I don't know if they're just kind of talking to themselves about stuff. But again, remember, guys, if you want me to read your comments, make sure that you hit the @ thing so I see what you're saying. I know you're talking to me and not just to each other. Or you can always do a super fan donation. Of course, that's the preferred method, personally. All right, so let's do this. We're going to take a quick break. If you've not taken a second to hit the thumbs up on tonight's video, please take a second to do that. I would greatly appreciate it. And when we come back, I got some other stuff to talk about that I'm excited to be talking about here. It's going to be pretty good. I do have some stuff that I think you'd be interested in regarding relationships. So it'd be worth sticking around. Second hour is always happy hour here on Another Dumb Show. So if you are interested in partaking, get a little something to drink. I think got myself a little red tonight. I think I might go pour myself a glass of red here for the second half of the show. And then, yeah, we'll wrap things up around 9 as usual. So hit that thumbs up button and get your lavender out too for the second hour. Do what you got to do. I know Mikey doesn't drink, so he's a big lavender guy. So if you don't like drinking, enjoy some lavender during the break. We'll be right back on Another Dumb Show. Hang on. back. Oh my God, this thing is not fading fast enough. There we go. All right, welcome back to another Dumb Show. I'm another Dumb Show host. Thank you for joining me on issue number 136. As you can see, I got my glass here. I got one of my nice crystal glasses here. I'm just kind of wiping off. There's a little bit of dust on it. Just wiping it off real quick. Okay, yep, getting all that out of there. I don't want to drink dust. That's gross. It is happy hour. Second hour is always happy hour here at another Dumb Show. I'm going to crack this bottle. I got a bottle of Cab, Bogle Cabernet. I do love good Cab. So I'm going to bust this open here. I hope you guys had a nice day today. Like I said, it was a good day today. Got some cooking done. I'm looking forward to enjoying this red with my tortilla soup that I made. Get this busted open here. Let me pop this bottle here. Pop this cork. Whoop, 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 whoop. All right, let me get that down in there. Crank that bad boy in. Oh, Mikey is there. What's up, dude? I didn't see you there. I thought you were gone for a sec. What's up, dude?
Nothing. Now you're making me a little jealous and thirsty, though. Because wine was my thing, bro.
Was it? Were you, what kind? Reds, whites, whatever kind of wine you get your hands on?
Yeah, I was never picky about wine. It always was delicious.
I'm more of a red guy. I will drink a white every now and then, but
Dude,
I'm really,
I'm
like
a
I said,
sucker for a buttery Chardonnay.
I remember you got all worked up when your girl was drinking them a while back. You were saying that got you all, you were smelling it and it was getting in your nose and it was getting you all worked up.
Yep.
Doing a little pour here. This is a good brand. I get. It's called Bogle. It's good. It's good. You know.
What are you doing? Fill that thing to the top.
No, it's all right. I like to pour smaller ones. I like it's just how I roll when I won't drink wine. I like a nice smaller glass and I sip it. And
I definitely didn't use a wine glass when I drank wine either. I used a cup.
I actually, you know what I honestly like to drink wine out of the most are like small, like little Italian glasses. Like, you know, you go to an Italian restaurant.
I know exactly what you're talking about. That's what I was drinking wine out of when I was 13.
Tall, thin ones. You know what I'm talking? Like those, you know, old school Italian glasses. I love
They're tiny little guys.
Some of them are tiny, but I got tiny ones, and I got like, well, yeah, I guess they are kind of short now that I think about it. But Let's see. Hold on one sec. Somebody said, I don't know what Secret ADS Mod says. I ignored you. No, I didn't ignore you. I couldn't. You guys had so much going on in there, and no, I'm not. I was explaining to you guys. I wasn't ignoring you. I can't keep track of if you guys are saying stuff to each other or if you're talking to me in the chat. So I was expressing. Please hit the @ if you would like me to say your comment or call in the show 844-HIT-DUMB. So let me try this here. Let it breathe for 2 seconds there. There you go. Wow. Little red, little lavender. It's a good night here in Studio Struts.
I haven't smoked anything today.
You haven't? Why not?
I don't know. Just not feeling it. I don't think I'm going to smoke today.
Taking a little day off then. Okay. That's
I kind of enjoyed the little break that I had from smoking flower while I was away. And with me eating a little bit healthier right now, I'm thinking maybe I should take a break from smoking too and do a little reset.
All right. Are you doing, is it because of the lungs or just in general because of everything that's been going on and do a total reset?
Yeah, I think I'm just going to do a reset till like next week. I mean, I'm probably going to smoke on my birthday and for the football games and stuff on Sunday, but I'll probably wait again till Thanksgiving. You know, only smoke a couple times rather than smoke around the clock.
Right. Just instead of staying high, you're just going to, get high here and there.
And enjoy being high and notice the difference between not being high and being high.
I always notice the difference. I really do. I mean, I know immediately when I stop being high. Usually I notice because...
Yeah, I never stop.
Little things started annoying me is what I noticed. Or I always notice is when I stop being high, I'll be like, suddenly I start to get a little more edgy and things around me are starting to bother me. My anxiety starts kicking up. And then I'll be like, why am I in a mood all of a sudden? And then I'll go, oh, I haven't burned. That's why. So it definitely does help keep your old pal under control as far as the temper and all that good stuff. And the anxiety, that's the main one. I don't just sit around stewing about stuff and ruminating about things. That's what starts to happen when I don't burn, is I just ruminate about a problem, and I can't get it out of my head, and it just goes and goes and goes, and there's no end in sight sometimes. So, all right, so I got an email here from Nugget Man, one of the biggest supporters of Another Dumb Show. Shout out to Nugget Man. He says, "Hey, Dumb, I've been getting a bunch of updates about the F1 race this weekend in Las Vegas. This is a cool VR tour of the course. I attached a pic of the course and the sphere in the background. This is going to be really cool to watch this weekend." And he's right. It looks like it's going to be awesome. I have oh, by the way, if any of you are looking for a last-minute Christmas gift for me, or for someone you watch every night, for someone who loves F1, whose nickname rhymes with thumb, or if you just want to get something for an F1 fan, you can get last-minute tickets to the Formula One Grand Prix in Las Vegas. Those tickets are still available, believe it or not.
They got to be $2,000.
They have dropped 3-day passes. Tickets start at $882. Single-day passes are down to $136. So the actual day of the race for a single-day pass is $700. So not cheap, but way cheaper than it was in the past. The prices have plummeted because I think they were worried they weren't going to sell it out. But they're saying they will sell it out now for sure. So I'm pretty fucking pumped about this thing, I got to tell you. There's something funny that somebody posted in the Discord about the track, and I couldn't find that picture. But if you look at this picture and you turn it and put the part on the right on the bottom, it
looks like a pig upside down.
This does, but if you stand it up, it looks like a profile of Brian Griffin from Brian from Family Guy, the dog.
Jesus Christ, it does.
It's really, really funny if you look at it from the side, especially with the little sphere there as the nose. It's kind of funny.
That's a fast track.
Oh, that's a big long straightaway they got there, isn't it? And that's sweet.
That's a fast track, dude. And not too many S's.
But some tight turns there. Big, huge 90s. You got a big 90 there. Kind of not really a hairpin, I guess. Just one big S turn there, and then a lot of balls.
9, 8, 7, and 6 and 5 is going to be the toughest part of the track.
Oh, for sure, absolutely. And then I would say down. It looks like there's a little, like it does a little jig down by 16, 15, 14, 15, 16 there. You see that?
11, 12, 13. Oh, yeah. You can't see behind that building. I wonder if it's a little alcove and it's not exactly a 90-degree turn.
Yeah, they might have a little like jig there. So, all right. So we'll check that out. Well, let's actually see. I have a track tour actually that I found. Where is that video at? Give me 1 second to pull this up. Hold on 1 sec. There it is. So here is, let's see, here's the track layout. Here is the tour of the circuit. I'm going to play this right off their thing. I might have to, let's see if I have to mute this. I think they have a song playing. So, all right, so I'm going to show you, here is a track view. And it's funny because F1 23 is actually free this weekend on PlayStation, Mikey. So you can download.
Is it really?
Yeah, F1 23, the 16th through the 23rd, I believe it will be free. So starting tomorrow, you can download F1 23, and it will have the Las Vegas GP on it. So here is the first look at the track. Hold on, let me close this because it's being a little wonky here. Right. And then get rid of that. All right, here we go. I'm going to play it. Let's see if this thing works. There's going to be no sound, but here is a driver POV. And this will show you how realistic F1 23 is. This is F1 23. This is at the Vegas track. So this is what you can expect it to look like that day. This is the driver view, obviously. There's that first jig that we were talking about, I think. So no, there's 1, 2. But it's tight. Look how tight it is. There's not a lot of room for overtaking until you get to this big straightaway. Then you got some room. That looks like it's probably a DRS zone. So here we go.
It's a DRS zone.
DRS is when they open the wing up. There's an area where it's a drag reduction system. So the wing opens up in a certain section, and you could hit a button on the wheel, and it opens up the back wing, and it allows you to go like 10 kilometers faster.
Really?
On a straightaway, yeah. So it allows you to be able to Yeah, it allows, and you can only use it though if you're within 1 second of the car in front of you. So it's a really cool way to
You
get
have to do it.
overtakes.
You can only do it if you're within a second. So if the car in
Correct.
front of me is more than a second ahead of me, I cannot use it.
Not until you're able to either catch up to him or he slows down. Correct.
How am I supposed to catch him without doing the little wing thing, bro?
Through the turns. And that's why people end up not being able to catch Max because he gets so far out ahead they can't use DRS to catch him.
No shit. And then
Yeah.
you can get like in trouble for going too fast, right?
No, you can go as fast as you want, as far as I know.
I thought there was like over limit or something like that. Where
That's
you get
called
in trouble.
track limits. You can't go outside of the limits of the track.
I thought some of the limits was they had like a speed limit.
Just in the pits. No, I think the cars.
Okay.
I think the cars have a certain top out limit. I don't know that they have. I think you can get your car to go as fast as you can get it to go, as far as I know. Unless I'm wrong about it, I don't know. But it's a big weekend over there. There's all kinds of crazy stuff going on. They did this thing because Netflix has that Drive show or whatever it's called, and they did a whole thing this weekend where they had all the. They did like a charity event called the NASCAR Cup, and they had all these the NASCAR Cup, the Netflix Cup. They had all these.
Bert hosted it.
Yeah, Bert hosted it. Well, did you see what he did? He turned out to be a hero.
I don't know if it's a hero.
Oh, this guy's a hero. Come on. What are you talking about? You got that big belly moving?
He's actually lost a bunch of weight. The guy went like 3 months sober and lost like 30 pounds.
Good for him. Well, he was able to jump to action. He saved Lando Norris, and it looks like Carlos Sainz there because a protester ran into the Netflix Cup where these guys were getting ready to tee off. And
the protest was something so stupid.
There's Bert jumping to action. It was real quick, and because they cut away.
Look at Bert.
Left hand.
Doesn't want to touch her. Doesn't want to touch her.
Yep. I was just going to say, I'm not going to touch her. I'm going to put my hand here. I'm not going to touch her. I'm going to put my arm around her and not touch her. Okay, I got to grab this bitch. But she wants F1 to cut ties with the Iditarod. Now, I didn't know that the F1 was connected to the Iditarod, and I didn't think the Iditarod was a problem. I thought animals were.
Those animals are taken care of very well.
That's what I thought of. That's their thing. They ride in the snow, like they run. They're huskies.
That's what they love to do.
That's their natural environment. Yeah, that's what they're living their best fucking life out there.
Haven't you ever seen a husky on a porch that's covered in 6 inches of snow because it refuses to come in? Yeah, that's where they like to be.
They're in heaven. So yeah, that was pretty cool to see that happen in there. And also, and I do see there's some ats in there. I'll get to you guys in the chat in just a sec. There's also something that caught my eye. I was really I saw that somebody posted this in the Discord too. But right now, Formula One drivers can get free sex at one of the brothels outside of Las Vegas. Yeah, these two chicks here. What are their names? Addison Gray and Alice Little. They have sent out the calling all sluts to the F1 drivers, telling them if they want to come get some free poon, they can come get some free poon. So that caught my eye, having gotten some free poon at one of the brothels outside of Las Vegas, as you all know.
I always wanted to ask you, was that really good?
No, not at all. I mean, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't great by any means.
Were you drunk or anything?
No.
Oh, that'd be tough without drinking.
No, the girl was hot. I mean, she was a pretty chick, and she knew what she was doing, but it wasn't like outrageously hot. It was just like, I'm gonna go break this dude off something real quick, and that was it. Yeah, it wasn't too erotic or anything like that. So,
just a girl doing her job.
Totally 100%. What that was. Like, the boss
strictly
is like,
transactional.
The boss is like, look, I gave these guys some freebies, so be prepared for a late night phone call from one of them. So, yeah, so I took advantage of it. I
would have.
I don't believe that the other people on the show didn't. I have no proof. I'm not saying I know anything. I don't have any inside information, but I believe there were some other people who took advantage of their free cards, whether or not. Because I'm pretty sure I wasn't the only one who figured out you just take the card that he gave you and you get a Sharpie and you just fake the guy's signature and you can take one home and say, look, I didn't use my freebie. It's not fucking rocket science here. So sneaky. Anyway, Vanilla Charlie says, Mikey, you just need to quit and roll with the not smoking and just quit altogether. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
Huh?
What,
I
say that one?
appreciate I just said, huh?
Yeah, he just wants
I
you to quit
appreciate
all
that
time.
and everything, but
just quit
no,
altogether.
Mikey without weed is a problem indeed.
Are you like me? You lose, you got your temper gets shorter and.
No, my temper's just naturally short as it is.
See, weed doesn't help that. It seems to help me. It really does.
It actually, when I don't smoke, I become a lot more present in the moment and a lot more focused. And I think, especially with like the new job and everything that's going on and the amount of responsibilities that the job role has changed already. But
oh, really?
Yeah.
From what you talked about last night, the hybrid position they're going to put you in now versus just straight up sales.
Yeah,
I think that's actually good, dude. I think that's cool because you'll be able to learn on the fly with the sales and still keep making money and still do what you know and not have because here's the thing with sales, dude. You're gonna have lots of bad days. That's just how sales goes. You're gonna kick ass and take names for a week, then you're gonna have a month of just nothing. It's just the way it goes. You're gonna get
that doesn't happen in our business.
Well, maybe not.
Maybe not. We do 80 installs a month.
Well, there you go. Well,
almost
that's great.
800 a year.
That's
None
fantastic.
of them are cold calls. Everything is leads from Lowe's or Home Depot.
Oh, well,
everything is all interest from replacements. So there's no cold calls. It's not like I'm walking into somebody's house that has no idea that they're about to spend $15,000 on a generator.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Chances are they've already our leading salesman is a 97% close rate.
Well, then you got a better. Then there you go. Then it should make it even easier for you too. But in my experience, sales there are days where it sucks.
I'm sure it will. Like my buddy that was out there today that's working in the Buffalo area, he had to meet us to start his job at 8 a.m. and then he had something else to do at 10, which wasn't that far away. But then he had to stay in the Buffalo area until 4 p.m. for his next sales call. So just literally sit in his car or a Starbucks on his laptop and work for 6 hours until he had to go do one last sales call.
Yeah. Sucks. It's a shitty job. And usually they make you come back, and at least he's far enough away that he doesn't go back to the office and have to do that shit from the office. Ugh.
Yeah.
Worse. Sit in a fucking cube. Speaking of sitting in cubes and my patience and hating those, Airy Sweet says, you have a patience meter, dumb, like me. Little things tick away and drop until the percentage meter until you finally need to go refill your patience meter. Yeah, I think that's called getting Secret ADS mod, we'll play your video a little bit later. Don't worry, it's a little out of context, so just rip it out and play it right now. So we'll get there.
I sent you a video in Trello too.
Oh, did you? I didn't know that. I'll have to check that out.
I just sent it in the break. It was a hilarious video that I seen from a U.S. Senate hearing.
Is it that the guy who must have watched RMG and does the dumb move?
The ring? Yeah, bro.
Mark Wayne Mullins? Yes, I believe.
Yeah, dude.
I have Mark Wayne going off yesterday on the Teamster guy. This is a great video. I love this video. I didn't get a chance to play it yesterday. I had it on my list, but I didn't get to it. So here it is. If you haven't seen this guy, Senator Mark Wayne Mullen, I believe is his name. Mark Wayne Mullen.
And the dude's jacked. He'd beat the shit out of the Teamsters guy. My money's on the senator.
Here is the video of him in a Senate hearing talking with the Teamsters president or some sort of Teamster about some sort of union stuff, and it escalates very quickly.
Like he's self-made. Sir, I wish he was in the truck with me when I was building my plumbing company. Myself and my wife was running the office because I sure remember working pretty hard and long hours. Pretends like he's self-made. What a clown. Fraud. Always has been, always will be. Quit the tough guy act in these Senate hearings. You know where to find me. Any place, anytime, cowboy.
Oh.
Sir, this is a time, this is a place. You want to run your mouth, we can be two consenting adults. We can finish it here.
Okay, that's fine. Perfect.
You want to do it now?
I'd love to do it right now.
Well, stand your butt up then.
You stand your butt up.
Oh, hold on.
Big guy.
Oh, stop it.
Is that your
Oh, there goes the ring.
Sit down. Okay. You know, you're a United States Senator. Sit down.
Active.
Oh, okay. Sit down, please.
All right.
Can I respond? Mr.
Bernie dropping the hammer.
If
Hold
we
on.
can't, no,
This is
I have
what
the
he
mic.
said.
I'm sorry.
This is
Hold
what
it.
he said.
You'll have your time.
Okay.
Can I respond?
Oh, no, you can't.
Like he's self-made.
So there you go. That's great. I love it. So you can see the guy. He does the move. He does the dumb move. Now I'm not sure if he's getting ready to take it off or if he is getting ready to move it to his other hand to leave a dent in the forehead of the person that he's getting ready to punch. Because that was the purpose for me. When I took my wedding ring off my left hand, I moved it to my right hand in an effort to punch somebody and leave a dent in their forehead. That was the goal. Because I had this big chunky ass wedding ring that if it would have, you punch somebody with a thing, it's going to leave a dent in you. It will leave a permanent indent in your forehead if you get hit with it. So I saw the movie Dutch when I was younger. You ever see that movie with Ed O'Neill? The guy from Married with Children?
I know Ed O'Neill, but yeah, what's the movie Dutch?
He takes, it's like his nephew or stepson or somebody, he takes this younger kid on this cross-country trip, and the kid is just a real shithead. And there's a scene where this guy fucks with the younger kid, and Ed O'Neill, he has this ring, and normally it's got it turned in, but then for whatever reason in the fight, he turns it outward to make sure that this really nice big ring is showing. And in the movie, the guy just starts talking and just goes boonk, and he leaves this big dent in this guy's forehead in the movie.
It reminds me of Ace Ventura when he has the dude punch him with the Super Bowl ring on.
Very
So you can count the
similar.
stones.
Very similar. I swear to God, they stole that from Dutch. It's the same thing. But yeah, I believe it was Dutch. Maybe it was Doyle. I don't remember. But yeah, good movie. Good movie. Back to the F1 talk real quick. Jean Queen said that she will we were talking about speed. She said only during the safety cars is when they limit the top speed. So and she says drive to survive. I don't know what that means, but maybe that's what
I think is that the name of the TV show?
Oh, Drive to Survive. Yes, that is what it's called. You're right. Thank you. Good job. I'm glad you know what you're talking about.
I've never seen it, but I think I thought I remembered it.
Gotcha. I haven't seen it either. Nugget Man asks, are you still vaping nicotine?
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
Is that something you think you ever want to stop?
Nope.
No?
I mean, maybe. I've thought about it. I can go hours and hours without it, but
just not at night.
I just like nicotine. No, yeah, I need to sleep with my binky. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's funny. Okay, yeah, I don't care if you ever quit that stuff, and it's you do you, man. If it makes you happy,
I don't miss smoking cigarettes, though. I'll tell you that. I never thought. I thought for sure I was a lifetime smoker, like my mother. I mean, my mother's still half a pack to a pack smoker a day for 40 years now.
Wow, really?
Yeah, I try to get her to stop all the time. Her cough is so bad.
No interest in it. She's just gonna do it. She's like,
She's so high. She's so high strung and has so much anxiety. It's like one of her only things. Like she's prescribed medication for her anxiety. She's afraid to take it because the amount of drug addicts and alcoholics in my family.
All right. Well, that makes me sad. I hope she's okay. The cough's a thing though. I probably right there. Look at that. Right on cue. I do need to get probably stop burning as much and get to vaping if I'm gonna or switch to edibles. That's the thing I'm most excited about with the recreational coming here is hopefully stronger edibles to where I could at least just take edibles and get a feeling because these little 5 milligram gummies I have to take 4 bottles of them just to get a little buzz. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
Oh, you won't have that problem now, bro. You'll be getting 1,000 milligram edibles.
I can't wait. Oh, I can't fucking wait.
I want you to eat 1,000 milligram edible and try to do an episode.
I will definitely do that. I will 100% do that.
Oh, I'll do this challenge with you then because I want to turn all red and start sweating with you.
That'd be fun. That'd be a fun members only kind of thing. Just to have everybody, we all get edibles and do a big edible episode.
Oh yeah, no,
I'm down for that.
I can actually get 1,000 milligram Death Star here and send it to you.
Hey, I've asked you to hook me up, man. I'm down for that. Let's do it.
I'm making my stop on Friday, and I will. Actually, I
Yeah,
can call you while I'm there.
wedding season wraps on Saturday for me, man. So I'll have more time to be able to do that kind of stuff on the weekends and stuff like that too. I have actual Saturdays back to myself. Um, Good news though too, real quick. One last little F1 thing. There were worries that the F1 movie with Brad Pitt that I showed footage of a while back was going to be canceled. The F1 has come out and said that is not the case. The movie will continue. All of the footage that they said that they shot, that all that stuff I showed you guys a while back, they said that was all going to have to be scrapped. But then F1 came out and said, nope, that is not the case. They are not going to have to scrap it. And well, now I'm getting conflicting reports in here that they are scrapping the footage you already had. This news story doesn't make any sense. Long story short, the movie's still fucking on with Brad Pitt. So we're going to have a fun F1 movie coming up here in a little bit that I can't wait to.
There's been some good F1 movies that have come out in the past. I think it was Rush, right? With Chris Hemsworth.
Yep, that was a good movie for sure. I don't think I was even into F1 at that point, and I liked that movie.
Yeah, that was a really good movie.
For sure. Nugget Man asks, Mikey, has your mom ever been screened for lung cancer? It can be detected early and survivable.
I'm sure she hasn't.
Somebody just said they tried to call in and the phones weren't working, got disconnected. I thought they were working. I just rebooted them here. Give me about 10 seconds if you want to try to call. Give me 2 seconds and I'll tell you when to call again here. 844-HIT-DUM, 844-448-3862. If you want to try to call, now is the time to do it. The phones are rebooted. They should be working here. So I did see something funny in the Discord. Speaking of Brad Pitt. Oh, you know what? I actually pulled it. I don't need to go find it in there. I forgot I got it ready. Ari Sweet, who I just mentioned earlier, he's our resident AI expert here. He put together a little, you remember, speaking of Brad Pitt, you remember the movie Mr. and Mrs. Smith with Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt, where they're like the sexy spies that fight each other and they have that sexy scene where they're wrestling
Dope
around.
movie.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool movie, actually. What's his name? Ari Sweet. He must have thought that movie represented B1 and I's relationship because he put together a little Mr. and Mrs. Street, he called it, AI recreation of their photo. Now, the B1 is dead on. I mean, that's dead on. I mean, like looks just like her. The bod is even pretty close to about right, I'd say. Maybe B1's boobs are a little bigger. Now, me, I think he needs a little work.
I think you look like Rover.
I was gonna say
hair.
I was gonna actually say that same thing too. Actually, I feel like he might have accidentally grabbed one of Rover's pictures and not one of mine.
Like if you cover from the like the mouth up, it looks like Rover for sure.
So just eyes, you're saying?
Yeah. Well, actually, no. Now the other way around too. Like, it just looks like Rover.
Well, I do see he did get my little eye thing up there in between my eyebrows because I do have that kind of furrowed eyebrow. So I do see my eyebrows there, and I kind of see my eyes, but I can't really. But without the big beard, it's hard for me to and the beautiful coif I have up here. It's hard for me to tell. But either way, I fucking love it. I love when Ari Sweet does all that fun stuff. It's great.
Oh yeah.
So who did I just see was trying to call? Dibs, if you would like to give us a call, try it again, 844-HIT-DUM. In fact, let me just do a little test here and make sure it's working.
Who the fuck's screaming outside my house?
I thought I heard something. What's going on out there?
I got no idea. I got my blinds closed.
Some kind of drama?
There shouldn't be. Not in this. There's nobody who's got no.
Check.
Check.
Phones are working, guys.
Guys.
There you go. So if you want to give us a call, that's the number, 844-HIT-DUM, 844-448-3862. I do have, you know what, I had this other AI story, but I don't feel like doing that story. I think it's kind of boring, to be honest with you. I don't feel like doing that story. With B1 here, well, not here in the house, but speaking of B1, Secret ADS Mod put something in the in our prep stuff. It's a relationship quiz that comes from the Greater Good magazine, Science-Based Insights for a Meaningful Life, Mikey.
Right.
And they've put together a relationship trust quiz. And we'll get to that in a sec. Hold on. We'll get to that in a sec, because I did, during the break, ask my mom to watch the Joe Biden address to the nation and then give us a quick call and a recap of it. So, Mom, before I get into this quiz, what happened in the speech from the Prez? Crooked Joe.
Crooked Joe, old Joe. Well, it was all it was all about his meeting with President Xi or whatever of China.
Oh, really?
And yeah, and they talked a lot about trying to police the fentanyl trade, which comes through China into Mexico.
Okay.
They talked about that, and then they also talked about the military and how our militaries are going to communicate with each other now, and they haven't done that for a long time.
Really? The
So I
Chinese
guess that's
military
pretty
and
good.
the United States military are going to communicate. Okay, well, I guess that's a good thing. It'll just give them
Right. So in other words, when they're flying up around, doing their little sorties up in the air over Taiwan, they could say, hey, that was a near miss, let's not have a, nuclear war over it, that kind of thing.
Right. Oh, okay. I thought it was just so
And-
China would have a little bit more of a direct line to cyber attack us. To be honest,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Oh,
That's
well,
actually,
yeah, it's all going to be the same. Nothing's going to change really.
okay.
I don't think. And then they talked a little about AI and how they thought, there should be rules on who could do what. And I thought, oh yeah, right. Like he's probably got AI going right now, something goofy in China. So I don't know. And then, I love old Joe, but you know how he gets kind of confused and everything when he's talking. So
Yeah.
it was a little hard to always keep up with him. And just pretty much was talking about the Ukraine and Putin, or I like to call him Pukin Putin.
Burn.
That he's got to not, not let Putin influence him with Ukraine and all that. And that's kind of all he said. And it made not much sense, but what can I say? And then
Did he talk anything about Israel and Hamas and all that?
then when he started talking about Israel, it was actually only after the reporters were allowed to talk, and most of their questions were all to do with Israel.
Gotcha.
And
that hospital,
they were
I'm assuming.
saying, about the hospital, and that there was a Hamas headquarters underneath the hospital.
They oh wow, he
And,
confirmed it. He confirmed it publicly.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, that's
Yeah.
because I know I know
Yeah.
we had our intelligence confirmed it, but to have the president confirm it, that's pretty significant,
Yeah.
because that was a big problem
Yeah.
over there, that they thought that Israel just blew up a hospital for no reason. All right. Well, thank you for the update.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Well, I just have a little more, not a lot,
Keep it coming.
but
Let's
just
do
a
it.
little more about what he said about Israel.
Okay.
Just that the soldiers were not just inadvertently killing people in that hospital, and that in fact they were trying to bring incubators in and medical equipment, and also that he said they are negotiating for the hostages every hour, all the time. It's not stopped. So that was pretty much what Joe had to say.
Okay. So really no major updates, to be honest with you. Did they say anything about the spy balloon?
No, nothing about the spy balloon.
No,
Sorry.
that was a legit question from Nugget Man. I thought that was a good question, actually. So, all right, well, never mind then. Okay.
No, no one talked about spy balloons at all. So
Perfect. Good stuff.
No.
Well, Mom, I knew that you'd do a great job. You're a news junkie. You love your news, so I knew that you'd have a good bead on what Joe was saying, and I knew you'd know all the stuff that he was bringing up, and you'd have some insight into all of it. So I appreciate the.
Well,
I know
if I can understand what he's saying. Yeah.
I got did at the end of the speech, Did they show him try to get off stage?
Oh yeah, he tried to get off stage, but they wouldn't. Oh no, you mean you think he's gonna fall or something?
No, like he never knows which way to go when he gets off stage. He always gets lost.
Oh no, well, he started turning to leave, and all these reporters just kept on yelling questions. So he stopped and he came back and answered a couple more, and then stopped and walked away, and then stopped again and looked at all of them and said, "Look, this is what I'm trying to tell you. Hamas said they want to kill more Israelis, and they're not going to stop. So that's what we're facing right now." And then he left.
Okay. So a strange, awkward ending to it is what you're saying.
Well, yeah, well, he just, couldn't, he was trying to get away, and I think that's the only way he could do it. It was to just make some sort of statement like that.
Did he do his finger thing, which way to turn, where he does, he does the finger gun thing, which way he's supposed to turn? Did he do that?
No, I didn't see that.
Okay, all right. I always love that. So, all right, Mom, it's okay. I appreciate it. Thank you for calling in with the what'd you call him? The old Joe? What do you call him?
Old Joe.
Old Joe. All right. Thank you for calling with the old Joe update. I appreciate it.
Bye, Bish.
Okay.
Love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Let's see here. I got a couple people on hold here. Shit, let's just grab these phone calls. And hi, you're on another dumb show. Who's this? Hello.
Is it me?
It's you.
Hi, it's Dibs.
Dibs?
Yes, I'm Dibs from the chat. I don't talk a lot, but I'm there.
Hello.
Hi.
What can I do for you?
I'm so nervous.
Oh, don't be
so
nervous. Don't be nervous. We're just regular idiots here.
No, it's such a pleasure to talk to you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. It's a pleasure to talk to you.
So that was your mum?
It was. It was my mom.
I think it's so sweet that she supports you like that.
I'm very lucky. I really am. After all the hell I put her through over the years, I'm very lucky to have her still supporting me and calling in and giving that was a good update, wasn't it? That was pretty good.
Yes, it was. She hit all the points and everything.
It was very good.
Yeah.
I really liked it. I do have a comment, though. I've been watching for a long time, and I rarely chat because everyone seems so into themselves, like they're such a family, and I don't know how to interject myself to get in there.
Yes. Well, honestly, you just start chatting away. That's really the best way to do it. Everybody in there, I like it because if you're not comfortable calling in, you could put an @ to me and then say whatever you need to say. But yeah, no, they're a pretty cool community there. They'll put your feet to the fire if you start saying things that they may not like. But everybody in there has varying opinions, and we have everybody from conservatives to liberals, and we got a whole nice diverse group in there.
Well, right, and I saw I think it's nice when people do you have that little troll guy that you can say in the emoji.
Oh yeah, well, yes, there's two of them. But yes, we do have the troll.
That's CB. That's CB, right?
That's correct. Yes, that's the head of the trolls there.
I do like her, and I wish you wouldn't get so mad at her because she's hilarious.
I apologize. I didn't think that she. Now, are you her cousin or something?
No, not at all. No.
All right.
No, not even a little bit. No. I just enjoy watching you respond to her, but sometimes it seems like you take it to heart, and I don't think she means bad. I think she loves you.
Oh, well, I appreciate it. Well, thank you for the insight. I will keep that in mind. I love CB too. I just like busting balls just as much as she likes busting balls. I think I just bust harder.
Right, and I like that creepy Michelle girl that calls in, and then we got the Drew that makes the videos. And for people like me that don't chat and stuff, I just want everyone to know that everyone that contributes in some way, whether it be just chatting or sending something in, it's very comical to everyone that just watches or watches back and that sort of thing.
Well, I'm glad that people find the chat exciting. I know it's like I said, they can be a little the word I'm looking for is they're a community, and they're sometimes they're a little reluctant to let people into the community, but once they do, and once you're in, it's a great place to hang out. Wouldn't you agree, Dibs?
Well, I think so too, and I have watched people come in and out of the chat, and I sometimes I have to watch it back, and I got lucky. It's like 2 a.m. in Manchester. That's where I am, and I'm trying to, like, I finally got to see it live. I'm up, and I've got a little buzz on. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, good. Second hour is always happy hour here on Another Dumb Show. So,
Right, well, it's like a fourth hour for me.
go ahead, Mikey.
I was going to say, how did you come across Another Dumb Show?
Well, my cousin had an internship at University Hospitals in Cleveland, Ohio, and he came across the show, and then, like, RMG back in the day, and I haven't listened to that in quite some time, but then they shared with me Another Dumb Show because we had a lot of conversations about Dumb, and we're not happy that he left. But recently we found out he got it on his, like, recommended on YouTube.
Oh, nice.
There you go. So
Yeah,
just like that dude. So maybe the algorithms picked us up because we just had a
it
guy
is, man.
yesterday say that. So
Yeah,
we
dude.
gotta keep doing our thing. So, all right, Mikey, we'll go back to the pills, and I'll go back to drinking every night, and we'll knock this shit out of the park. Hell yeah, man. Well, Dibs,
I saw the paintball thing. And I thought that was hilarious.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you. That was a while back, and it was a lot of fun. And eventually, once we get to a place where we can do more of those kinds of things, I would love to get back to that for sure.
Yeah, and I'm not saying the show is bad. Like, I listen because I've listened to RMG for a couple of years. Like, when you were there and then you were gone, and I was confused. I can't listen every day because of the time change and everything, but I liked you the best, honestly. So I followed you when we found that you were on YouTube, and then I followed. And once my cousin showed me that you were on your own thing, of course I've been watching, but I'm so nervous to talk in the chat and things.
Well, you're welcome to do it, and I encourage you to continue doing it. And we'll see how things continue as we move on through the rest of the show, and your input coming in from, what'd you say, Manchester?
Manchester, yes.
Yes. All right. Well, Dibs, I got a bunch of people on hold. I do want to grab these other people, but I hate to cut you off, but I imagine your phone bill's got to be out of control calling from Manchester.
No, it's fine though. It's worth it to talk to you. I feel like I'm a little bit starstruck, to be honest.
Don't be starstruck. We're just regular jerks here. I promise. Don't worry.
All right, but can I say one thing?
Sure.
The only thing I would say is that I've watched everything happen with Mikey, and maybe don't bring up the other drug things in front of him because it might be a trigger. I have some friends that died, and it hurts me to watch him have to talk about it, and I don't like that very much.
Well, we try to avoid it
like
as much as we can,
him,
but
and I feel like I really have a connection with Mikey. He's very personable, and I just think maybe don't trigger him. You know what I mean?
Oh, I appreciate that concern, but everything is a trigger for me. Waking up in the morning is a trigger for me, but talking about my past and everything like that definitely doesn't trigger any
Mikey,
type
of. I had a close family member that went through what you did, and I just want you to be well.
Thank you very much. I very
You're
much appreciate
a great
that, Dibs.
addition to the show. I just want you to be well and do well, okay?
Absolutely. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
All right. Big
I love
prayers.
you guys. Get to the other callers. Thank you for letting me on.
You're welcome. Thank
Bye,
you
Dibs.
for calling. Anytime, Dibs. Thank you. All right. So that
I
was
love that accent. Love that accent.
It was a weird phone number that popped up too. That's why I was like, I was a little reluctant to pick it up at first. To be honest with you, I was like,
I saw your eyes. You were like, wait a minute. Here we go with another.
Yeah, I didn't know what we were dealing with. So,
well, it's Wednesday night. It's bowling night. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Oh, you're right. I just realized that. I didn't even think about that. Well, here is AA Ron. What's up, dude? How are you?
Dumb Mikey, what the fuck's going on, fellas?
Long time no talk, my friend. How are you?
I'm doing, I don't know how I'm doing, but first, before I get into what I wanted to talk about, when I'm on hold, I cannot hear the callers. I can only hear you guys. So, like, when the caller talks, it's absolute radio fucking silence.
I'm very sorry about that. There's some sort of it's some sort of setup thing on my end where it will work one day and then the next day it won't. It's some sort of
technology.
It's some sort of problem inherent in this software that I'm using, or maybe I'm just a dipshit and I'm doing something wrong. But I'll be honest with you, because the software, you can't do tests with it because one time it will work, then the next time it doesn't when you do a test. So you don't know what you've troubleshooting wrong. You know what I mean? Like you're doing this chain
absolutely fucking figures.
Yeah, it drives me crazy. So, but what's going on, man? Long time no hear from you. How are you?
I kind of want to get some advice from you guys. I'm probably calling into the wrong motherfucking place for this, but I'm gonna put my big boy panties on and just talk. So I'm gonna have to be very coy with my wording because I don't want to like put motherfuckers on the spot. But there's a guy I met off fucking Grindr a couple of years ago.
Nice.
Ended up being a very good friend.
Okay.
And
friend with benefits or just a friend?
Both.
Okay.
Like
all right.
he's been like a very a decent person in my life. Yeah, we fucked, but that's beside the point. Anyway.
Okay.
Like I have not heard jack shit out of him for a fucking week, which is not normal for us. And I don't know what to do. Like he's a good like I said, he's a good person. I'm just trying to figure out what the hell's going on.
Now, is this somebody? So,
You've
how
tried
frequently?
Texting and calling?
What was that?
I said you've tried texting and calling, and you're just being left on red.
Yeah, like he only uses Facebook and Snapchat, so obviously we don't have Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, what have you. So with
Facebook and Snapchat, if you're sending messages, you can see whether or not he opens them, though.
He has not opened jack shit in over a week,
Ooh.
which is not normal for him.
Are you worried? Are you worried you're getting ghosted, or are you worried something's happened to your friend, or both?
I'm worried about his life. This is very unlike blankety blank. I don't want to put his name on the radio.
Is this I'm trying to figure out.
Is he a heavy drug user, drinker?
Yeah.
I mean,
mental
health issues?
Nothing like that. Nothing like that. He smokes weed like I do, but nothing crazy.
Yeah, gotcha.
So interesting. So not a druggie, not nothing where you'd have to worry about this person getting. Now, did you guys have any sort of falling out prior to this?
No, the last time we fucking talked, I said, "Hey, I'm about to go crash and go to bed. Good night. I love you, man." He said, "Love you more." Okay, like a normal conversation. I went to bed at 10:30, 11 o'clock.
Now saying
I ain't heard jack shit from a fucking week.
Is saying love something weird that you guys would say to each other? Is that something weird?
Like we always say we love each other. That's like normal fucking conversation.
Does he live within distance of you?
No, I am in South Carolina. We met when I still lived in Virginia. So that's over 200 fucking miles. Dude, I had called every jail, every fucking hospital. I've checked the obituaries, the Jane Does, every fucking thing.
Any chance that this person just doesn't want to be your friend anymore and has just stopped? I mean,
that would be so unlikely because, like I said, we just talked normally. It's very unlike blankety. I do not want to put his name on the radio, but
let's call him. We'll call him Tony. Say now, did Tony?
Okay.
Did Tony? Is Tony back using Grindr perhaps? And I know I've heard stories about it's happened on Tinder, not just Grindr, but where people meet up and there's some sort of Grindr in particular with some straight dude pretending to be gay, and then he beats the shit out of the gay guy or whatever. I've heard horror stories like that in the news. Is that something you're worried about? Was he on Grindr?
I have done almost all the fucking research I can. I do know where he works. I called his job today. but they said he was off, but that's normal because he normally does not. He's normally off Wednesdays and Sundays. So that's completely par for the fucking course.
And I'm guessing if they hadn't heard from him and he hadn't been at work all week, they probably would have meant something like, "Hey, he's no call, no show the last 3 days."
Yeah, or like,
So
yeah,
he's
we
probably
haven't.
been to
Yeah,
work.
like
We-
I
we-
know a couple of his coworkers, and the lady who happened to pick up today must have been new, so I did not give her much information, but she said that Tony still worked at the shop. So I've got to call tomorrow morning or fucking Friday morning and put all my A's and
How
B's
far
and
away
C's
is it we
together or what the
talking?
fuck ever.
200
200
miles.
Oh shit, dude! This
So
was
is it
like
worth a drive?
300
Is it
miles.
worth a drive to the shop? Are you considering going there and starting your own, manhunt? For lack of a
If I
better
have
term?
to go goblin mode, I will go fucking goblin mode.
Well, go Batman mode is more what you need to do. You got to be an investigator.
Goblin
you know what I'm saying?
mode, Batman mode, fucking Sean Street mode, whatever I gotta fucking do to fucking get some answers.
I'm good at digging. I'm very good at digging. All right. Well, that is sad news. I mean, you worry. You have this friend you talk to on how many days has it been now? A week?
Shit, dude. It's been a week, but we've been friends for like over 3 years. And like I said, putting the sex aside, he's a good fucking friend of mine. So
Good
this is
person, normal person. Like no
Yeah.
weird stuff going on. No exes that are.
Yeah, dude.
No.
Tony is cool as fucking shit.
No, Tony doesn't have any weird exes on his end, perhaps that might be.
Oh, no, nothing crazy like
Well,
that.
this is not. I understand your concern then, because it seems like we're dealing with a normal person. But you didn't answer my question. Is he back on Grindr?
I can't get with that grinder because the grinder here is obviously geolocated, and I'm not.
Well, no. Just like in your
Grindr.
conversations, like you guys are friends. You guys just had conversations where he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm back on the grind," or I don't know how you guys say it, but you know what I'm saying?
No, I've not heard anything like that.
Okay, because that was my concern. So, man, he's not on Grindr. He's not going to work.
I'd be making a drive.
It sounds like. I mean, at this point, do you know his parents or siblings or anything like that? Anybody else? Any other friends?
He does not have a good relationship with his parents, but I do know of his grandma, and if I have to, I will get in touch with her.
Maybe it's that simple. Maybe he was in, some sort of small accident and he had to have an operation or something, and he's staying.
He said he called every hospital.
I fucking checked all the DC and Richmond fucking news stations. Like, is this motherfucker alive? What the fuck happened?
Man, what a weird, scary situation, dude. I'm sorry to hear. I wish I had better advice for you, but it sounds like you've kind of covered all the bases that I would have covered at this point. I think maybe it's time to reach out to that grandma, but you don't want to scare her.
I think I'm going to give it a couple more days because today's what? Today's Wednesday, right?
Yes.
So I'm going to give it maybe till lunchtime Friday before I have to like pull out all my other resources because
I mean you're definitely going to call his job tomorrow though, right? And see if he's working.
Yeah. I think they open at like 8:30, 9 o'clock, what the fuck ever. So I'm going to give them a holler in the morning.
Wow. Okay. Well, I wish I had better advice for you, but it seems like I said you've covered all the bases. So yeah, call tomorrow morning. Let us know what's going on because now I'm going to be worried about Tony.
I fucking appreciate you guys letting me fucking bitch and vent about my gay fat. I can't say that word. That gay F word shit. So I appreciate. I fucking love you guys. Thank you guys so fucking much.
It's my pleasure.
Mikey, I will let you guys know whatever I know. Dumb, what is your Twitter again, my dude?
At Another Dumb Show.
At another. Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
Yep.
Thank you again, fellas. I hope you guys have a good night. COI, all that other good shit.
All right, dude. Arbe, man. Good luck, dude. So, all right. Wow, that's a shitty situation, man. Especially like.
Dude, it doesn't sound like he got ghosted either. Like there was no strain or nothing like that.
And no. Now I wonder, but it did say it's just not. He's not even reading them to the guy because it's Snapchats you said, and what was the other one? Facebook Messenger or whatever. So
Yeah, both of those. When you read a message, it comes up as seen.
it would show you. So very, very weird. I see
I'd
there's
be
some
driving
drama,
there.
little bit of drama in the chat. I just saw CB say that you and I hate her. We don't hate her. I don't hate CB at all. I made this for you. I don't make things for people I hate. Get the fuck out of here. I don't hate anybody. I don't hate anybody in the chat. I love my chat. Get the fuck out of here. Don't be crazy.
Yeah, I don't hate you, CB.
Yeah, not at all. Not at all. I just bust balls back. Hell yeah. What was I gonna say here? I think Carrie is in the chat again. Now she's saying she's leaving again. Okay, all right. I just saw her come back, and now she's saying she's leaving again. Oh, what the fuck is happening right now? I thought that happened last night too. Carrie, stick around. I think Carrie's going through it right now. She's got a lot going on, even outside of with the fight with Mikey and everything. She's got some stuff going on. So maybe cut Carrie a little bit of slack in there. Give her a little bit of rope. All right. For whatever reason, I'm getting a call back from my mom. I just realized how late it is. We got to wrap this up because you've been up.
Holy shit! It is 9:15.
Yeah, you've been up for a long time. So all right.
Dude, I gotta go. I gotta go all the way back to where I was at yesterday, or where I was at today. Tomorrow morning. Yeah, I gotta get up at 4:30 again.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Let's wrap this up then. Mom, what can I do for you? What I miss?
Hey, I forgot to tell you one other thing that old Joe said, and it's important.
Okay.
Really. Okay, that people in the age range from 18 to 49 have died more from fentanyl than alcohol, cocaine, car accidents, you name it. It's like the number one thing that's killing people. Exactly.
Yeah,
so
it's
I
killing
just
a generation.
wanted to let you guys know that.
All right. It seems like an important message. It seems like an important message to send, Mom. I appreciate you calling back with that note. Thank you for ending on a really funny note to end the show.
Well, I could do meat, vegetables, milk, water, tea.
Very good, Mom. Very fucking
yes,
good.
Bish. Yes,
I love you.
Love you. Yes.
Very fun. See where I get my humor from. All right, Mom. I love you. That was very funny. Good job.
Okay. Love you guys. Bye bye.
Bye.
I love you too. Oh my God,
was funny
that was
shit.
so great.
Good for her.
It was the last thing I would expect to come out of your mom's mouth.
Oh, she loves that. She loves that video so much. She said it was one of her funniest things that she's seen. So I do need to cut that up and post it as a highlight video so people can go back and watch it whenever they want, not have to scroll through the whole show. So the Average Savage is asking for a members only show tonight. Not tonight, guys. Tomorrow we will definitely do on Thursday Night Football. And we won't spend the whole time talking football. We can chat it up in the chat. I'm not going to finish this bottle of wine tonight, so I can definitely I'll drink some wine with you guys tomorrow night, and we'll have a little bit of fun in the members only.
How do you do that?
What's that?
Not finish a bottle of wine.
I am purposely cutting myself. Well, no, I am, but you know what it is? I want to eat that tortilla soup more than anything. So, and it's a little spicy, and this cab's a little spicy, so it might be a little bit too much spice happening. I don't know how well they'll pair. And also, Mikey, Christmas Coke is here. You know what Christmas Coke is?
Yeah.
All right. So, Coke.
No.
Everybody knows.
I'm thinking of something different.
Everybody knows Coca-Cola, right? It's the best. Everybody loves it. Oh, wow, sweet. Creepy Michelle with a couple super fan donations there. She said she loves Bish. Oh, by the way, I did miss a couple of them in there earlier, by the way. Vanilla Charlie says, give Bish a news segment. Scott78 gifted 5 another Dumb Show membership. So thank you very much to you, Scott. And I'm sorry I'm not able to read off everybody's names. It scrolled past. You guys were really on the way in there. And Secret ADS Mod is asking me to please make Drew a mod to help. Okay. I don't know what's happened to Blue Wolverine. I don't know if we lost Blue Wolverine. I haven't seen him in a long time.
Yeah, I
so
haven't
I
seen
don't know
or heard
what's...
from him in a minute.
I know he sent me an invite one day playing Madden, and I didn't get back to him. So I don't know if he's just upset that I didn't do that or anything like that. So, all right. So let's do this. All right, because you guys are asking, and I'm in a good mood, and I do have this wine. I will do a short little 20-minute, half-hour members only for you guys. We'll do that, and it'll just be a heavy chat-driven members only that I'll do for you guys here while I smoke my blunts for the rest of the night. So, all right, you got Mikey. You can go to bed. I don't expect you to stick around if you don't want to. So, you said screw it. I'm gonna get a pre-roll out and party it up. All right, so let's do this. Let's wrap up the main show.
Remember, guys, I said I was quitting smoking. You guys just made me relapse, you son of a bitch.
It's all your guys' fault. It's all your guys' fault. All right. That is going to wrap things up for us tonight here on Another Dumb Show. If you guys, Mike, I'll see you over on the other side. If you guys are not already members, make sure you guys hit that join button. You will become members. Hit that tier 2 level, become a Super League of Dummy member, and you can join and watch the members only show that we're going to do here for a little bit after this show. So if you've been partaking in happy hour, don't go anywhere. Don't drive. You know the rules. Even if it's just been lavender, don't go anywhere. Those are the rules. So, wow, this wine's actually already hitting pretty quick. So members only might be kind of fun. So, alrighty, guys, that is going to wrap things up for us here on the main show. Be back live tomorrow at 7 p.m. If you've not taken a second to hit the thumbs up on tonight's video, I would greatly appreciate you doing so. Especially everybody who's coming over to the members only. You guys, you have to hit thumbs up on the main show video. That's the deal. All right. All right. I am out of here. I will see you. See you.